Talking about the will of men, the free will of man, the free will. Man is free. Okay, I'll play your game. Man has free will. Problem is he doesn't have goodwill. He's free to follow his will, but his will springs forth from a corrupt nature. You see. And that's why salvation is more than just a changing of the will, because it's impossible to change the will apart from character. And so salvation has more to do with changing the person, and then that person's will is changed. It has to do with character. Without strength. What does this mean? It means total inability. It means that we were entirely devoid of any spiritual strength. Moral inability. Now again, oftentimes when you bring up the term moral inability, someone says, well, that can't be true. Well, why? Well, if man has no moral inability, then God can't judge him. I mean, you can't judge a blind man for not being able to find himself through to pull himself through a maze or guide himself through a maze. Because he's blind. It's not fair. So if man can't obey, then it's not fair for God to judge him when he doesn't obey. Yes, it is. And here's why. The moral inability, the reason why men cannot obey, is because they will not obey. And they will not obey because they hate God. It's like you've possibly heard maybe a bitter elderly woman saying, you know, I know she said that about me 25 years ago, but I just can't forgive her. Well, yes, you can forgive her. You won't, because of the animosity and hostility in your heart. And so you're judged. This introduces the proof of the love of God. Christ died for us while we were unable to obey Him and without ability to save ourselves. So we see it's not Christ coming to us, come along now, I'll help you. Walk this way, take the first step and I'll take the next. No. He came to us while we were helpless.